Good morning guys, thanks for joining me for another What I Eat in a Day as a vegan on Slimming World. If you're new here, my name's Leanne, I'm a vegan losing weight on the Slimming World plan, and if you're coming back then thank you very much for doing so, always appreciated. Today is Thursday, that means it's weigh day. Of course we have entered lockdown again, so Slimming World groups have now been suspended. Slightly annoying from that sense, but every other way I welcome lockdown. So yeah, tonight I'm going to have to weigh on my home scales, and I'm not going to lie, I did a naked weigh this morning and it even showed me a pound heavier than I weighed at Slimming World last week with my clothes on, so yeah, we'll just see how that goes later. But I can use this as, like, you know, my benchmark, because then I know however much I lose next week, it will be valid, if you see what I mean. So yeah, just got to not let it put me off. Okay, so I'm just making some breakfast very quickly. It's a lot earlier than I normally have breakfast, but I'm hungry today. I just have a few leftover bits that I wanted to use up. So I've got some of these Heck chipolatas. Get out. Oh no, they've become one with my container. That's the only problem with these. They're very tasty, but they do stick. There we go, I'll get them. And the last one. These are the Vegan Italia chipolatas by Heck. You get 10 in a pack, so there's quite, they seem quite economical, which is nice. And they're half a sin each. Now, they actually taste really nice. I'm not a fan of the texture necessarily, because they're very, as my mum would say, they're a bit too smooth. But they taste lovely. They have a really nice flavour, so that's why I buy them. I've got half a tin of beans left over from, God, definitely a few days ago now. And I've also got a load of mushrooms for speed. It's literally half of this big box of mushrooms. So I'm also going to pop them in there as well. So my breakfast is done, and I've just kind of shoved everything in this little bowl. It's literally half mushrooms, and then the beans are just kind of, well, they kind of got mixed in with everything. But you know, one pan cleanup, yay. So yeah, that is 2 sins just for the sausages. Obviously mushrooms are free. I cooked it all in Frylight. And the beans are the Tesco mixed baked beans, because, you know, just a bit more interesting than plain baked beans. And then I put some, obviously, garlic pepper and salt on top. I forgot to say that I'm also having a coffee, just a bog standard coffee with 100 mils of Alpro Almond Barista for 1 sin. So right now it's 12:30 and the postman's just been. I'm not showing the other side of this because it's got my address on it, but this is something that I ordered. I'm not gonna lie, it cost me £3 and I feel like this is a total rip. So I'm just gonna open this now. So this brand, Oso Chocolate, was doing a promotion where they said pay £2.95 and we're gonna send you 4 like samples. Like, I'm not even joking. So for £3 I got 4 of these little teeny weeny things. What an absolute rip-off. Yeah, I won't be doing that again. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm sure it's going to be nice, and great idea to do this kind of thing. Put the live cultures, or whatever they're called, in them. Gut-friendly bacteria. But like, oh my God, how expensive? A bar every day. Look, first normal pack for 4 packs is for $15.90. Jesus. It doesn't actually say how big the normal ones are. Anyway, it'll be fun to try these, but wow, they are teeny weeny. Teeny weeny. Hey guys, so it's about 2:30. I haven't actually had any lunch yet. Obviously I had quite a big breakfast. And in fairness, my dinner last night was quite big, so I wasn't overly hungry this morning. So I don't even know why I had a big breakfast. I was just trying to use stuff up and not use a healthy extra. So yeah, basically, oh no, it's like 2:45, so it's even later. So what I've done is I've just weighed for Slimming World. Normally I weigh at about 6 o'clock in group, but we've been told we've got to have our weights in by 5. And also I thought, because it's now so late, like I didn't want to have lunch and then weigh. So yeah, I've weighed. And I held my shoes on the scale as well, and I wore my normal clothes. The only difference, full disclosure, was I didn't have any socks on, but you know, I normally only have the little trainer socks on anyway. So yeah, so I held my trainers on my scales because, you know, the bathroom scales, I didn't want to wear my shoes on them. And yeah, I have scraped 0.5 pound. So I did 3 weighs. One of them was 0.5, one was 0.8, and one was 0.2. So I was like, cool, that's fine. 0.5 is the middle ground there. So yeah, it's 0.5 pound. And that gives me my 1.5 stone award, which obviously I'll get tonight. So thank God for that. I was genuinely, this morning I did a naked weigh because I was really worried about my scales, and I was up 1 pound from my Slimming World weight. But I have found sometimes, like later on in the day, for some reason, and someone in work told me about this as well, like it's the weirdest thing. Like you can have your breakfast and stuff, but like for some reason you just weigh a little bit less later on. Like it's so bizarre. But anyway, so lost 0.5 pound, yay! So that'll be my 1.5 stone award. I'll show you it later, obviously, but it won't be in real life because it will just be over Zoom. But it shows me in the app, so that was nice. And now, like, my tummy's rumbling a little bit, so I need something to eat. Obviously, I finished work at 4:30. Mum's going to pop over for a cuppa, because I haven't seen her for a couple of days, you know, so we're both getting withdrawal. And then Slimming World Zoom meeting is at 6:30. So God knows how long that's going to go on for. I mean, usually it would finish at 7, but, well, or thereabouts. So I don't know. I'm not going to lie, it's kind of nice not having a rushing around Thursday. At the same time, it's a little bit annoying because actually I've had a text from Boots to say my prescription has actually come in today. So it would have been perfect. But yeah, I mean, what can you do? I'll probably pop down that way tomorrow then. But I don't really have a lot else to say. I think I'm going to make a salad for lunch, and I'm going to use some This Isn't Chicken tikka flavour because I just found it in the fridge and I was like, that's easy, I can just take it out of the box and eat it. So yeah, I'll show you that now. You know when you can't hang up the phone. Look at the mess behind me. It's not really a mess, just 2 giant boxes. Don't be jelly of my gorgeous lunch. Yum, yum, yum. Don't worry, I'll mix that garlic pepper in. So this is what I'm having. I've got a great big whole bag of aromatic baby leaf salad. Basically, it's got some herbs and stuff in. Loads and loads of little tomatoes, loads of cucumber, some red onion, and the This Isn't Chicken tikka pieces. So yum. And the only sins is from the tikka pieces, and they are 1.5 for the whole pack, which is in my bowl. It's 5:10 and Mum's just popped over for a cup of tea, so we're going to watch an episode of our programme. I'm having my latte, which is 300 mils of Alpro Almond Barista, so that's 3 sins. And in the oven I have some of the little oat bake things with banana, which I'll show you when they're done, but they come out at 3 sins plus my healthy extra B. Okay, my little oaty cookie things are done. This is 40 grams of oats mixed with 1 mashed banana, some vanilla, and then 12.5 grams of Aldi dark chocolate chips, which are accidentally vegan, and that is 3 sins, which is just the chocolate chips. Hey guys, it's 7:30. Slimming World is over, and got my 1.5 stone award, so that was really nice. I am on exactly 1.5 stones lost. That also puts me on 7 weeks in a row with a loss. So that's good. And 9 weeks since my first weigh-in back. Well, 10 weeks on plan, except for that one day. Anyway, for dinner, I don't really, you know, when you just don't really know what you want. Before Slimming World started, I stuck some potatoes in the oven for jackets. I just put as many as I could fit on a tray, and because you know I can use them once they're cold and stuff. So that's they're cooking at the moment, and they've been in for nearly about 45 minutes probably. And then what I'm going to do to go with them is I'm going to have both my Healthy Extra A's worth of cocoa cheese. Yes, finally using proper Healthy Extra A's again. Don't like this feeling of cheating the system. And I'm going to have 2 courgettes with it for my speed. Yeah, it's a little odd. Potatoes, cheese and courgettes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that combination. It's just perhaps not what people might think of when they think of a meal, but just a combination of things I fancy. It follows Slimming World principles. There's no sins in there, just the 2 Healthy Extra A's from the cheese, so that will do me nicely. I am so sorry guys, but I've managed to lose the footage of dinner. Like, as I said, it was not exciting. It was literally half a bowl of courgette, like one of my pasta bowls, half full of courgettes, half with baked potato, literally just baked potato. I did some small ones, and a total of 80 grams of cocoa cheese for my 2 Healthy Extra A's. And the courgettes I just steamed. That was literally it. So it's like courgette potato cheese and salt and garlic pepper, obviously. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how I managed to lose that little bit. I haven't even got a picture, so Christ knows what I did. But anyway, sorry about that. You just have to imagine the very exciting dinner I had. It was lush though. Okay, I want to wrap up my video so I can get it uploaded at a decent time. So I'm just going to show you everything else I'm going to have today. I've just finished my dinner and cleaned up the kitchen. So I'm now having my cup of after dinner tea. You'll see this so often on my channel. And for my kind of dessert, I saved this piece of cake from Tuesday at the funeral. Looked at it all day yesterday and all day today. And so I'm having this now. I used an equivalent piece of cake in the app, and it said 6.5 sins. I mean, I don't know how accurate that is, but whatever. It's not exactly a big piece of cake, so I'm having that. I think it's either just walnut or like coffee and walnut, but I couldn't really taste any coffee in there. But I just thought it was good that they actually catered for me to the point that there was actually a piece of cake. So there we go, I'm having that for dessert. And then later on, you all know I like my bit of chocolate at night, so I'm having 4 Nomo caramel drops. This seems to have become my sort of treat of choice at the moment. They're just so yummy, and 4 is like the perfect amount because you feel like you've had a decent treat. But of course, it's just 8 sins. They are 2 sins each. These are the ones. And they are delumptious, and I don't want to scare anyone, but this is my last box of them, so we're gonna have to sort this out. And then also before bed, I will of course have my cup of nighttime tea. These are my absolute 2 favourite teas. They're both obviously herbal. I'm just obsessed with them. Yeah, so there we go. That's like everything else that I'm having today. I kind of feel like today wasn't the best eating wise, but yet I have technically stuck to plan. So a little bit, I don't really know why I'm feeling like that. Yeah, I'll be glad when I've got this bit of cake eaten. I know that sounds a bit weird, but because then I'll be in control of my sins again, if you see what I mean. Like, I'll know how many sins something is. I don't like not knowing. And I like to use like pretty much all my sins every day because I you know, it helps me stay on plan. Honestly, that's, you know, that's what they're there for, and that's yeah. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you ever so much for watching. And if you're someone who's leaving me thumbs down, can you please tell me why? Because if it's something I can change, then that's great, but just leaving a thumbs down isn't very helpful. Okay, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching. Love you all. Bye.